Hello and welcome back to the Football Terrace. Borussia Dortmund have spoken and confirmed categorically that Jadon Sancho will not be leaving Germany, will not be leaving Dortmund this transfer window. And all blame points towards Ed Woodward and his negotiation team. Their tactic that many of us Manchester United fans put faith in to delay until the latter stages of the window appears, as things stand right now, appear to have completely backfired. There is egg on the face of Woodward. There is disappointment for Ollie, disappointment for Manchester United fans all around the world. Woodward and Matt Judge potentially striking again here and taking a deal that could have been agreed, a deal that was doable. And there are reports that this evening there is going to be the 120 million euros bid made, but the reports also claim that it will be instantly rejected because we missed the deadline. And as I said all along, I'm happy to go along with what they wanted to do as long as they got the job done. We will, of course, wait for the dust to settle. We'll, of course, wait to see the wood for the trees. But it is damning what Michael Zorc has come out and said, and I'll give you his words here. He says, of course, we communicated with Manchester United in the past, but everything there is to tell on this matter from our end has already been said, and that won't change in the next 3 days. They go on to say that it will not change again. They reiterate that 2 or 3 times in their statement. Man United missed the deadline, and we will not negotiate further at all. If Woodward has messed this up for Ollie, it's an absolute disgrace. I want your views, though, and I want your opinions. Do me a big favor and hit the like button, hit the share button as well. It's so important to the Football Terrace that you will do that right about now. I'm going to go to your live comments in a moment. Skype lines are going to be open soon. I want your views and I want your opinions. The Alex Telles deal as well, of course, is reportedly hitting sticky patches as well. The Chris Smalling move to Roma has hit sticky patches as well. Could this plan of action from Manchester United blow up in their faces? And as I say, leave Solskjær almost rudderless in terms of reinforcements, just Donny van der Beek, who himself is a brilliant signing. Could it all fail? That's the big question here. There's a comment here from John that says this club will become Leeds United. Listen, there are many that believe that it's going in that direction or is there already. Just bear with me a second, people. Just got to do one little thing here. But there we go. I know there are a lot, there is another side to this. I know there are a lot of Man United fans out there that are also very much confident still that this deal could happen. And I get that. And I understand that people are still sitting in that sort of space thinking that it can still be done. There are still people that belong to the 90% club. But if I'm being completely and utterly honest with people, I just don't see it. I just don't personally see it as being I don't even want to say plausible. It's just starting to feel less and less likely to happen. It truly, truly is. But as ever, I want your views. I want your opinions. I want to know what you're thinking, feeling, and saying. Do me a big favor and smash the like button. Hit the share button as well. First up on the show, we have Kid City that's calling in, a Manchester City fan. What are you saying, bro?
Yo, Terry, I'm very surprised because I was very confident Sancho was going to sign for Man United, and as the transfer window's gone by, I've been even more confident actually. But I guess after hearing all these latest reports, I'm just really surprised, honestly.
I think it's such an interesting one for Manchester United fans because there was a lot. The confidence stems from the fact that, and maybe we're wrong to do this, but you're told United are in. You're told United are He's picked Man United. The personal terms have been done. A lot of people have said our strategy was to wait until the end of the window. To go through all of that and to get it wrong is the epitome of embarrassment, because you've made this big grand gesture of, we don't need to listen to deadlines. We can behave however we want to get this done. And I can be honest with you, it's the very last time that I put faith in Woodward and his team. I feel for the club, as in the players. I feel for the manager 110%. I will back them. In fact, it's going to make me support them even more than I usually would, because in my very humble opinion, it's just absolutely abhorrent. It is disgraceful the way they've done things. But this is Ed Woodward striking again as it stands. And look, there's still the possibility that the bid goes in and United pull it off. But personally, I cannot see it happening now. In terms of Manchester United, Kid City, if this deal doesn't go through, what can fans like me expect this season?
I still think your squad is still strong enough for top four. You have, informed Rashford. I know not a lot of people rate him, but you can't deny his goal scoring abilities and how he performs in big games. So I think top four should be still expected. But I feel bad for Ole, because I know they're gonna blame him above anyone else, even though there's bigger problems at the club. So
yeah, absolutely. And as I said all along, I believed in this deal. I believe that Man United needed him. I believe it would happen. We've reported, on this story now for a number of months. Sometimes, journalists saying the deal's done. Sometimes journalists saying the deal's fallen apart. We've done reports on all of those things. And it's just staggering to think we've got to this point. And the squad can still make the top four, as you say. But it's staggering to think that we have got to this point and they've got it so wrong. That's the bit that's frustrating me more than not getting him. I can take not getting players. It's happened before. I can take my opinion not being right. I can all these things. But the fact that we've gone in this deep and this long and we're now not getting him for Woodward and co, it's absolutely embarrassing. It really, really is. Jonathan here says, also, we've screwed Sancho. He will two fingers us next summer and join Liverpool. A lot of people think that's going to happen as well. A lot of people think that same thing's going to happen. And this is how crazy it is. Man United have been so sure, genuinely so sure of signing him. They've been, we spoke about it weeks ago now, where there are sort of social media managers being told to put together compilations ready. Like everyone at Man United, including the staff, have been led up the garden path by Woodward. It's an absolute disgrace. Amir is with us. Amir Iqbal is here. What are you saying?
What are you saying, Terry? Long time. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, bro. Yeah, it's been a little while since we last spoke. What do you make of the latest word from Dortmund? And now a lot of the press and a lot of Man United fans think that the Sancho chase is over, it's done, and it's all Woodward's fault. What's your opinion, mate?
Well, if it's true, obviously it's massively disheartening. Ed Woodward has really just set himself up for massive revolt against him. I think obviously there's still a couple of days left, so it's not over till the fat lady sings. But if the deadline day comes and window deadline day, when that's come and gone, if Sancho's not there in a United shirt, consider the fuse lit for the dynamite stick that's going to be Ollie's fucking explosion and out of this club, man. It's going to be shit. It's really unfortunate.
Do you know what, mate? That's my biggest concern, because it's the fans. Fans give it the big one about Glazers out, Woodward out, but they never really do anything about it. It's going to be Ollie who bears the brunt of the anger of the two Bob Mob kids that are going to come after him. And the irony in all of it, if Ed Woodward has messed this deal up, it should make you grow a deeper affinity for your manager and the other players out there, because they're being hung out to dry. And I spoke about this back in 2018 when I was blaming the Glazers and blaming Woodward for the state of the club. No, it's all Jose Mourinho. It's just Jose. Jose's toxic. He's killing the club. He played a part in that, no doubt. But Jose Mourinho, LVG, David Moyes, Marouane Fellaini, Ole Gunnar Solskjær, name any player you want, any manager you want, any coach you want. They are small cogs in the wheel of this engine that has broken down because of the Glazers. And as we said in a stream a few hours ago, if this Dembele deal happens, and if this Dembele deal goes against the wishes of Ole Gunnar Solskjær, everything he's worked on is done. Is finished. Is over. There's no doubt about it. Monstar now joins us on the line. What you saying, bro? You got to unmute yourself there. Yeah, go on, man. Go on, bro.
I don't believe the whole, we not selling him, blah, 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 blah. It's as simple as this. If Man United put the money on the table, he can be bought. Doesn't matter how long you got in the window, innit? It's as simple as that. There's no such thing of, what if you don't buy him at this period of time, we're not selling him. That's not how football works. That's not how the market works. Money talks, everything else goes straight out the window, innit? That's all that matters.
Yeah, I understand that. I mean, they're just being really firm in what they're saying here, that they are not going they're not going to yield on this, that at all. That's what they're saying. Do you think that we're being,
Man United are not putting the money they want? Maybe that's why they're saying that.
You think that's what it is? And man, that's a fair point. Listen, there is still a lot of United fans out there that think this deal is going to get done. I'm just getting to a point now where my faith in it is slowly eroding. We put iTest on the show. iTest is probably going to blame Solskjær for this, but what you saying, iTest?
No, I just wanted to say the disrespect you Man United fans are showing is unbelievable to Ousmane Dembele. Like, you're taking your anger out at him when he...
No, it's nothing to do with
not liking disrespect. People are acting like...
running the club.
What
did you say?
I couldn't really hear because of the beeping. Sorry, Amir. Go on. Keep making your point, iTest. The disrespect we're showing to Dembele, what?
Yeah, the disrespect is unbelievable. It's unbelievable for me. The disrespect United fans are showing, saying, this is gonna ruin everything the club has been building for a long time. The disrespect is just unbelievable.
You think okay? So let me. I want to understand you here. So you think? I think signing Dembele is going to undo all of Ollie's work. Do you think I'm blaming Dembele for that? Is that what you've heard?
No, I'm just saying it's disrespectful to say him.
Why? No. It's not him. I'm not blaming him. I'm blaming the signing of him. I'm blaming the action of him.
Because Ollie, I think Ollie wants him.
I test.
Yeah.
Do you not listen to a word that comes out of my mouth? What did I say? You're coming on here to attack me. What did I say, iTest?
Yeah, but I'm saying...
No. Forget what you're saying. You are saying... You've just had a go at me and said, having a go at Dembele, disrespecting Dembele, saying that signing Dembele will undo all of Ollie's work. What did I say in the build-up to making that statement?
What did you say? Remind me, please.
I'll remind you, because you're kicking off because you're not listening to people again. iTest. I said if Ollie wants him, I've said this for days now. If Ollie wants him, then my only concern is the injury record that he has. I said, but it smells like a Woodward signing. And I said, if Woodward signs a player that Ollie doesn't want, and it will undo everything because it starts to undermine the manager again, then Dembele, the player, won't be the issue. It's what the signing behind Ollie's back or overruling him signifies. It's nothing to do with Dembele, the man, the person, the human being. It's to do with Woodward doing to Ollie what he did to the previous three managers and destroying what they were trying, going towards destroying what they built. I'm not blaming him directly. I've also said if it's an Ollie signing, my only concern will be the injury record, not the methodology of signing him. So I don't really understand what you're attacking me for.
Okay, I apologize. I missed that part, but yeah. I think Ollie wants him. I think Ollie
Hold on, I test. Yeah, why the hell has Dembele has not played this season? And I'm sure he missed the back end of last season. He not only is he always injured, he has an attitude problem whereby in order to get to recover from injuries, he doesn't work hard enough. So he will miss fitness tests, physiotherapy and all that stuff. Why the hell would Man United go and buy that type of player? Like, considering what they're building, like, why? That's going back on yourself.
For me, I think a lot of these stuff the media put out on him is just over exaggerated, because let's be real. a lot of players miss training. Come to training late. A lot of players come to training late, but it always seems it's always Ousmane Dembele.
It's not just about. Hold on, it's not just about him arriving to training late. It's things
I'm
like
just saying.
it's things like he's it's things like he's dieting. It's things like him not turning up to the right sessions to help him recover from his injury. You've seen the same thing going on with Eden Hazard. He's just picked up another injury because of his lack of professionalism, innit? So why would you want to sign a player like that? Why would you?
It's a good point. We're going to come back to that point in a moment. I've got some super chats to do here. Pav says Sancho hasn't trained today, reports from Sky. I mean, listen, they reported that yesterday and it got debunked by Jan. Tomorrow's going to be so interesting. If he doesn't play tomorrow, the world's going into meltdown. Yavi here says, why were we still negotiating then? Don't understand. It don't make any sense. And Yavi, you're absolutely right. And this is where I hope the way I'm starting to feel is wrong, bruv. I want to be so wrong, it's right. I want it to be a case of we do land him up to 120 million. We do get him. And then it turns out that our approach was right in whatever way, shape, or form. The problem is we're 3 days away. Tellus isn't over the line. We haven't got Smalling out yet. And Dortmund don't seem to be budging. But, bro, I hope and pray that you are right there. A new member signed up, Steve D. Thank you for becoming a member of the channel. DSE UK says, I feel for Terry and Man United fans because, as per usual, Monster is just naive and doesn't get it. I don't think Monster's being naive, bro. He's just got a different belief. I'm going to put words in his mouth there. I wouldn't call it naivety.
Money talks in football. It doesn't matter. There's no such thing as, there's a deadline or that in a transfer window. It's just, if you drop the money, you'll get the player. That's all that matters.
I hear that. Nick Morris with a super chat says, maybe this has come out that it's not happening. So everyone talks about United, then United sign Sancho and others to have them talk about United. Listen, Nick, I'm not even going to deny that. That is also a logical possibility because Woodward loves the social media attention that we get. Itis, but you said the other day, I want to ask you if you change your mind. You said that Dembele would be a better signing than Sancho. Did you not?
Yeah.
Whoa. That's crazy.
Anyway, let me respond to what Monster.
Yeah, go for it, bro. Go on.
He said, obviously he addressed the attitude thing.
Yeah.
So my response to that is, a lot of the Oli inners, they say Oli brings in the right people with the right mentality.
Bro, you need to get the right Wi-Fi, bro. I test. Can you start again, please? Because your signal is terrible, bro. I test. Can you hear me? I test. I'm going to mute him. Listen, go get yourself better signal and then come back. Phil Wilkins here has become an Academy member. Prince Larry, love that name, has become a first team member of the Football Terrace. Atik has become an Academy member of the Football Terrace. Thank you all very much for signing up. We're probably ready for a new emoji, actually. Might get that ready for tonight. Remember, 9 p.m. tonight, that's not true. Tottenham versus Manchester United preview on the show. I test. You back with us with better signal?
Yes.
Lovely. What were you saying, mate? Because we didn't hear any of it.
I was going to address the attitude thing. So with my response to that is that a lot of the Oli inners say Oli brings in the right people with the right mentality, and he doesn't want to bring in no one that's he doesn't want to bring in a virus. And he said himself, he'd rather have a virus he'd rather have a hole in his team than an arsehole, yeah? So I trust Oli. And you should trust Oli as well.
Hang on. You trust Oli all of a sudden. You trust Oli because that's a nonsense. You don't trust Oli with anything, bruv. Yesterday, hang on. No. I've got to stop you. You phoned up yesterday and said, I don't blame the Glazers for us basically not having money this transfer window. Ollie's overspent on all these players. Now, because he's looking at Dembele that you love, you're saying, we should trust Ollie in the market. We all do trust Ollie. We do trust Ollie. People's concern with this transfer is that it's not Ollie making the decision. That's the big worry, bro. Why are you negating that?
Listen to my answer. I trust Oli in bringing the right players with the right mentality because he has done that. I don't trust Oli in tactics or managing this team to win trophies, but I trust him in bringing in the right players with the right mentality because he has done that, and I cannot deny that. So if he really wants Ousmane Dembele, yeah, and you believe in him,
and I agree with that.
in Oli,
And mate, that's exactly what I've said. If it's an Ollie signing, I'm relaxed with it, barring the injury record. The problem is it doesn't smell like an Ollie signing, but only the proof's going to be in the pudding with how he plays for us. Ed Woodward here is a super chat, not the Ed Woodward. I wish it was, because I give him a piece of my mind. He says, pre the goat blood. I don't get what that means. Pre the goat, or maybe that means something in a different dialect. You are shrunked. He says, I'll buy Jadon Sancho when I feel like it. Dembele is the backup. Shush. Cool.
He's imitating Ed Woodward.
That's what he's saying there. Ed Woodward, when's it going to happen? Duncan and Tammy Hawkins here says, what is also worrying are the comments from other clubs on how Man United approach their business and transfers with and use and representatives. That's true. There's a lot of negativity about how we do our business, how we talk to other clubs, how we behave. It's true. But a lot of people saying here, Ites just became Ollie in. This is very, very true. Thank you to Orlando for signing up as a Football Terrace member. He's become an Academy member. If you want to sign up as well, the link is inside the description below. The only independently run YouTube channel that covers all top 6 Premier League sides. Make sure you're subscribing as well. Make sure you're smashing the like button for us as well. It's really important that you do that. Man Like Ram is coming on the show now. Man Like Ram is with us. What you saying, Ram?
Yeah, man. I think you guys need to be a little bit disappointed with, not a little bit, but you have to be very disappointed with Ed Woodward if he's going to try and take over United's transfer policies, because let's be honest, his last couple of signings have been pretty piss poor for you guys. Like the likes he signed, like Falcao, Di Maria, Schweinsteiger. Yeah, they're all great players, but they didn't fit your system. They didn't fit what you wanted from them, and they're definitely past their best. So if this is actually real and that Sancho isn't going to go to United this season, it might be Dembele, I think you guys need to be a little bit worried about it.
I don't disagree with you at all. Billy T, thank you for upgrading your membership to legendary status. And a super chat here says, Terry, do you recall calling us reactionary and being manipulated by negative media stories when we cry we cannot trust Ed and those leeches, the Glazers? Yes. What's that got to do with anything? Like I've said, I've sat here and told you how I'm feeling, but I've also applied context and contrast by saying there are other reports that are suggesting something else, and I hope that I'm wrong about it. It's just a feeling that I've got right now. What I'm talking about is people that have one train of thought and they don't deviate from that ever. But the biggest thing that's making me angry, so please listen to it, is that I think Manchester United have been going in the right direction with the way we've been buying players, the way we've been operating. What frustrates me the most about this potential Dembele move is if we deviate from that plan, because it's breaking of the plan that destroys these football clubs. Please understand that's what I'm saying. It's not about one little thing. It's about a real big move. And if I'm wrong, I'll hold my hands up and say, yo, I got it wrong. I don't understand what the issue is there. Thank you, James Gorin, for upgrading your membership to first team member. And thank you to DSE UK for becoming a member of the Football Terrace as well. Amazing for you to go out there and do that in relation to that. Let's do a few more of these comments coming in there. Chris Smalling is staying. Yeah, I can't wait for Chris Smalling to be back in the team. You know, maybe we'll get Mike. If we get Mike Smalling back, I think we'll be okay. Chris Smalling isn't very good, but Mike Smalling was a baller for a little period of time. But there we go. We're going to add another caller to the stream here. I don't know what his name is. I'll wait for him to drop in because he's got it's just weird letters and numbers. What are you saying, bro? What's your name?
Hey, Terry, can you hear me?
Perfect. What do you want to say?
Okay, it's a long time you're here. I've been hoping to call you for a long time, and finally it's time. Okay, just like my question is for Ites. Is that like he said, Ites, do you want Dembele to United or not?
He's gone. Ites has left the building.
Okay.
He's left the building.
Yeah, okay. It was actually meant for Ites, because if he's saying that if Ites came to United and improves, it's a plus point for Ole, right? Then his whole point for Ole is just
that would be hilarious if Dembele comes in and it turns out to be Dembele who Ole wanted, as a backup, and then Dembele kills it, and it's like, imagine that for eye test. If Ole Gunnar Solskjaer rejuvenates Dembele's career,
He's gonna be on a madness. Terry, I was gonna say something. You know, I feel like there's so many similarities between Ousmane Dembele and Nicolas Anelka, if you get what I mean. Like, I don't think he has like a clear mindset of what he wants to do in football, and like, it's so similar to what Nicolas Anelka was, just a guy that's just passing through every single club that he sees fit.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not close enough to Dembele to see, hear, or understand that. I'm just going with what I've heard about the lad. But
yeah,
there is my view that I've heard a lot of stuff though about what Monstar said, that when he's injured, like some people claim he's faking it, others are saying he doesn't work hard enough to get fit. Those kind of things worry me massively. But if Ollie's pursuing him, then I trust it to a degree, but I'm still worried about the injuries. My concern is more something about it just doesn't feel like an Ollie deal. Christopher, excuse me, here with the super chat says, you can't be mad at Man United fans for being upset with this. If Chelsea did this with getting Dembele instead of Havertz, we'd be just as mad. I agree. Nick here says, Sky have just reported again that Sancho didn't turn up for training. That's 2 days running. I mean, it's just such a contrasting view, isn't it? You know, that there are some outlets now claiming he isn't there. And the worst bit is I want to stay positive. I just, for whatever reason, I think, do you know what I think it is, boys? For me, if we'd signed Tellus today, I'd be confident about Sancho. But it's the fact that nothing's happened and we're on Friday and we've got a few days left, and it's going to become very, very nerve-wracking indeed.
When does it close?
Monday, 10 p.m.
All right. So you haven't got a lot of time, but you got a bit of time.
Yeah. But there we go. Boys, I appreciate you all coming on, having your say. Really do appreciate it. We've got another super chat actually coming from Alex, who says, I'm a Spurs fan. Do you have to join as a member to take part in the preview? You don't need to be a member, Alex, to take part in the preview. You can watch it. You can contribute. You can have your say. We've got our panelists already kind of lined up for that. So that's going to be at 9 p.m. tonight. Trying to get one special guest on, trying to get that sorted out. It says there, I do not agree with the opinions of Spurs fans. So that's interesting, Alex. But definitely you can get your opinions across and we'll work something out with no issues at all. Thank you very much for the super chat, Alex. It means a great deal to us here. But everyone who's tuned in, Monstar, Ram, IATS, and everybody else who come on and phone the show, really appreciate it as ever. Until next time, everybody, take care of yourselves. Good afternoon, good day, good night. You don't really say it when you're saying goodbye. And we'll see you all again very, very soon. Peace.